Peace and blessings. Quick question. What are the thoughts that's on repeat in your mind? So when I say thoughts that's on repeat, what are the thoughts that you consistently think about month after month, year after year, week after week, day after day, hour after hour, like thoughts that's constantly playing on repeat in your mind? And a lot of times these thoughts are negative thoughts. These thoughts are limited beliefs. These thoughts are telling us what we can't do, what we're not gonna do. You know, you're alone, you're lonely, you're never gonna be loved, you're a failure, you're a loser. What's that thought that's been on repeat, that has paralyzed you, that has kept you from becoming who you desire to be, who you know you can be? But you have these thoughts that's on repeat, that's constantly telling you that it's not gonna happen. That's not for you. Nobody is ever gonna love you. Nobody wanna wife you. Nobody wants you to be their husband. I don't know what that thought is. You know what that thought is. What's that thought that's on repeat in your mind? Can I tell you something? We move in the direction of our strongest thought. Meditate on that for a second. I'm gonna repeat that for the people in the back. We move in the direction of our strongest thought. That strongest thought is that thought that's on repeat, that's constantly telling you you will never amount to nothing. Look at your life. Look at where your life been going. Look at where your life is going, because it's been going there. Why? Because of that thought that's on repeat. Somebody sitting right there talking about some, man, get out of here. My thoughts don't determine where I'm going. Well, I beg to differ. The Bible says, so a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. So we think, we feel, and we do. Before you do anything, before you make any move, before you make any decision, it's going to be a thought first. Think about that for a second. Think about it. Before you make any move, you're going to think about it first. So you might be sitting up, Brad, where we going with this? Where are we going with this? You don't have the life that you dreamed of. You don't have the life that you want. You don't have the relationships that you want. Change how you think about those relationships. Because if you can change your thinking, you can change the way you feel, and you can change what you do. Because your thought is going to create a feeling in your heart that's going to produce an action in your hands. We think, we feel, we do. Change your thinking, and you will change your life. Change your thinking, and you will change your life. Think about it. If you wake up in the morning and you've allowed somebody to have so much power over you that something they say, something they do begin to dictate your actions, now you having a negative thought about that person, that place, or that thing. And that negative thought is on repeat. Your brain don't know nothing else to do but to go back in your past and pull all the negative experiences. Those negative thoughts are experiences with a feeling attached to it. So if that negative thought has a negative feeling attached to it, now you're going to be in a negative mood. That negative mood creates a negative attitude. That negative attitude creates a negative mood. Those negative thoughts creates a negative feeling in your heart. That creates a negative mood. That creates a negative attitude. That creates a negative atmosphere around you. No cap. I'm speaking from experience. So change your self-talk. Change the story you telling yourself about the event. Because look, it's two sides to everything. There's a negative and a positive. But for some reason, we always tend to focus on the negative side of everything. If your boss emailed you and said, when you come into work tomorrow, come and see me, you instantly gonna start thinking of something negative. Man, why he want to see me? Why she want to see me? Man, I have been missing a few days. I have called off. You didn't already created a story about the fact that might not even be true. Think about it. Your boss call you in, say he want to meet with you. That's the fact. There's a positive side to that fact and there's a negative side to that fact. The positive side to that fact, he want to get your promotion. You can either meditate on that, create a story about, man, I'm finna get a promotion. The boss called me in to get a promotion, but because of life experiences, past experience, because lifing, we tend to always focus on the negative part of the event, the negative part of the fact. So we create a negative story. Man, I'm finna get fired. I'm finna get written up. Now you finna go the rest of the day with this negative story on repeat, creating a negative belief, which is creating the anticipation of anxiety. Ooh, that hit hard. That hit different, don't it? When you hear somebody saying to really putting words to what's going on in your life. Yeah. You creating anxiety. Here's my definition of anxiety. Anxiety is telling yourself a story about the future that creates a feeling in your present that robs you of the energy to do the thing to stop the thing you are anticipating of happening in your future. So instead of you doing the thing to stop that negative or undesirable outcome from happening, we don't do that. We tend to let anxiety come in because of the story that we chose to tell ourselves about an event that creates this feeling in our present that robs us of the energy to keep that thing from happening. So you get to work. You anticipating your boss to fire you because of all of the negative thoughts that's been on repeat and the story that you told yourself about your boss wanting to see you. You get in there and your boss is saying, oh man, I want to commend you on the good work that you've done. And there's an opening position for management, for leadership that we want to put you in. And you go, oh man. You wasted all of that time, all of that energy last night, the few hours up into this meeting, anticipating an undesirable outcome because of the story you chose to tell yourself about an event. Listen. We have to learn how to change our self-talk, because if I think negative, I'm going to be negative. I'm going to feel negative. I'm going to do negative things. But I'm choosing. And I highly suggest you to choose to be positive. Choose to create a story that uplifts you, that encourages you, that motivates you. You won't waste no time. What's the worst that can happen if you choose to tell yourself a positive story about the event or the fact? Life gonna go on with or without you. So change those thoughts that you have on repeat in your mind, and you will change the feeling in your heart that will change the behavior you produce. We think, we feel, and we do. Remember, before it becomes anything, it's going to be a thought. Before you do anything, before you say anything, you're going to think it first. Change your thinking, and you'll change your life. Peace, blessings. Share this video with someone you think needs to hear it. Save it, so when you find yourself with thoughts, negative thoughts on repeat, that you can play this video to encourage yourself to think positive, man. To be optimistic about what's going on in life. Point blank, period. Because if you not thinking it, who else gonna think it? You're in control of your life. Not me, not the person, not the person next to you. You are in control of your life. Change your thoughts, you'll change your life. God bless you. Looking forward to seeing you and spending time with you again. Jesus is Lord.